The second verse, I'm talking to my mom.
Talking about
Well, a lot of things. Just kind of reminiscing or saying, like, just my appreciation for my mother. I think that's like, that's what it is. I think, in the verse I talk about, like, I love you even though sometimes I forget to text. I love that line because it's really real. And, sometimes, your mom or something will text you or call you and you're like, all right, I'll get to this later. And then you forget about it. And then you feel like a piece of shit, right? You're like, but like, you still like, it has nothing to do with your love, right? But like, one thing I've been learning recently is like, I've over the years coming into, when I say again, like, fame has impacted things like family life. Obviously it takes a whole lot of things, but like, I'm very like, I want to please everybody, right? So like, if I'm like, okay, I got to go do this. Okay, I can't cancel on this person because they don't know me like that. So I don't want them to get offended and think I'm being rude or something, right? So then, you'll push something back like family time, right? Because you're like, oh, they're my family. They know I love them. Like they'll understand, right? Like that's how I thought for a long time was like, oh, they'll understand they're my family. They love me, But you realize like that doesn't really mean anything. They still want to feel loved and they still want to be appreciated. They still want you to go spend time with them and stuff. And that's what I've been trying to do recently is be more, like be more involved in, just the small things like picking up whenever my mom calls or, texting her back all the time. Well, same with my brother, trying to go to breakfast with my brother. I try to go to breakfast with my brother like every morning or every second morning, to go talk to him and like see how he's doing. Because like, I think sometimes with family, we do just put it down to like, oh, totally. they know our love. Like they know who we are. They like, so they'll let me go and attend to, they'll always be there. Right. And it's not true. Like, so let me go attend to all these other random people who don't know my heart or don't know who I am and make sure that they're good. And then I'll get around to that later. And that's just like not a good way of thinking, but that's kind of how it happens, when you're moving so quickly and everything's moving so fast. So, back to that line, it's like, like I love you, even though sometimes I forget to text. It's like, once you know, I love you so much more than anybody, but it's also hard to explain to your family what you're going through, right? Because like when you're in such a unique situation that not a lot of people get to feel, it's hard to explain it because it's not something to really explain. I bet like even you guys like feel it. I don't know. It's a hard thing to explain. It's a hard thing to relate to people on. That's why I think like I gravitate like, I think someone like, not to just randomly spiral into this, but like, someone who's like helped me a lot with that is Justin. I think like he has like gone through things on like the biggest and highest level. And I think for a long time I was feeling very alone and I was feeling a little like, I noticed I started to get cold, I started to get cold in terms of like, the way the way you are, like your aura, you start to get a little cold because you feel like people aren't understanding or you feel like overwhelmed or you feel certain things and like, because you don't have anybody to talk to or really relate to on certain things. And it's funny, like, it's so cool being able to just like chop it up with him and like, he'll know exactly what I'm talking about and more, he'll be able to offer advice. And we're talking about this because, I don't know. I think that helps a lot and encourages, more love and like care. It encourages me to like be better to like my little bro and stuff like that. It encourages me to like have more patience because, when you have someone in your life who's like giving you that, right. And it's like a natural thing that inspires you to just keep like giving that to people and like,
when somebody gives it to you understand the importance of giving it to others, and it's a whole thing.
100%. So that all spiraled from that one line, but like, that's kind of I love that line. That's a good line, just because I feel it so much.